Request all of you to please be on mute. We'll start this session. Hello, everyone. My name is Ajit, and on behalf of Microsoft, Adrenaline, and UBS Forums, I welcome you all for this exclusive virtual workshop on webinar on employee engagement, Discover HR Transformation in Action. Thank you very much for sparing your time and joining us for this session. Giving a brief idea, this is 1 hour webinar and this is happening on Teams platform. So your names will be visible in the attendee list. And also this session would be recorded. Hope you would be fine with the same. If you have any concern, feel free to post the same in chat box. Before we start, a few guidelines I would like to make you people aware of. Request all of you to please be on mute and turn off your cameras during the session. We will take your questions in the Q&A session at the end of this webinar. Meanwhile, if you have any question, please use hand raise option and post your questions in the chat box. Our speakers will get back on the same. Giving a brief background about the webinar. In this current server business conditions and long-term implications of pandemic, the remote working models have raised several challenges for HR on the aspects of collaboration, team building, empathy, and trust. The role of HR has become more critical now than ever as organizations navigate high velocity change super, the, super by the pandemic. So to set the context and take this discussion forward, let me invite our key speaker for the day, who is Mr. Rohit Kulkarni, Head of Global Pre-Sales at Adrenaline. Giving a brief, carrying over 26 plus years of experience, Mr. Rohit has associated with Adrenaline since 16 years. He heads the global. Over to you, Rohit sir.
Thank you, Ajit. Thank you very much. We just move to the presentation.
Yes.
The presentation is visible. Is it?
Not yet, sir.
Now? Your voice not audible.
Just a second. Let me put that. Is it visible now? Ajit?
Yes, it's visible, sir.
Okay, and my voice is also audible, right?
Yes, yes, loud and clear.
Good afternoon, all. A warm welcome to this webinar session. My name is Rohit Kulkarni, part of pre-sales function at Adrenaline E-Systems Limited. I have more than 2 decades of experience, primarily in the areas of solutioning, implementation, and support of HCM systems. I've been closely associated with people for last 20 plus years. I have worked with mid-sized companies, large enterprises in their areas of HR digitization. Largely, I have been witness in this transformation journey in many corporates. And one of the key areas in this journey has always been employee engagement. That is, everywhere the question was asked, how do you engage an employee? How do you motivate an employee? How do you keep an employee up on his feet as far as organization and the goals are concerned? So all these things, in a few minutes from now, we will discuss in more details. Moving ahead in the presentation part, what does Adrenaline do? We cater to people. People are at the heart of what we do. We do anything and everything for people as far as the product or implementation is concerned. In terms of process efficiency and faster ROIs, we see to it that the processes we implement are time tested and efficient so that the ROI is delivered quick and fast. We provide a complete digital experience, that is less paper office, data available anytime, anywhere. Thirdly, we also look at real-time data access, a single source of truth across the enterprise. Whether it is an employee coming into the organization or leaving the organization, my HR systems or HR data is readily and real-time available to all. And lastly, we provide a rich end user interface so that the experience remains for long. And that ultimately leads to empowerment of the workforce. So this is as far as adrenaline is concerned. Moving forward, the real area of what our discussion today is, what is employee engagement? Employee engagement typically refers to the individual's job satisfaction, his or her loyalty towards the organization, and an inclination to towards the organizational goals or objectives. So basically, an employee, how much he is associated with the organization and how he is associated with the organization determines the engagement areas. Surveys have been conducted across the globe in specifically this area of employee engagement. And to our pleasant surprise, we have come out with a survey finding that India has actually the highest number of engaged employees as far as other countries are concerned. A survey done by ADP Research Institute between 2015 and 2018 clearly reflected that in India, we saw a 5% increase over employee engagement. More and more people were getting into engagement. So this was the last survey finding that we had. Overall, the statistics is not very, encouraging. We have seen around 22% of our workers only being engaged, which means around three-fourths or 78% of our employees are not getting engaged to the fullest, no optimum engagement. So they are not able to give their best. Further on, we had done more surveys where we found that people are physically present in the organization but mentally absent. So we did glance towards the study findings globally. We found that 50% employees are engaged with their work. They are the ones who are committed and engaged, but 85% are not yet engaged in the workforce. 71% of executives say that employee engagement is critical to the company's success. It means employee needs to be a part of the organization growth, where 71% executives have affirmed that. 69% of employees say they work harder if they are appreciated, they are recognized. So recognition plays an important role. Companies with high engagement have seen the profitability growing. That is, 21% companies have been more profitable because of high engagement ratio. One of the three employees don't trust their employer. So the missing part is trust. There is no trust between the employee and the employer, which is a very crucial thing. Employees who feel their voice is to be heard, they are actually empowered to perform their best only when they are given a voice to be heard. Highly engaged workplaces have seen less absenteeism. People don't tend to remain absent. People do work extended hours if they are motivated and engaged. 33% of people changing jobs have cited boredom. They are not being engaged in the organization. They find themselves missing. And lastly, 37% of people have considered recognition as more important. Recognition within an organization, recognition of your work, your caliber is also very, very important aspect in terms of these findings. What is the current situation in terms of the pandemic? I'm not getting into the pandemic. It is really depressing. But what is the scenario out here? The stress is increasing. More and more people are actually stressed both at the workplace as well as home. Even though you have been working at home, but the stress levels at both workplace and home are increasingly high. In terms of workplace stress, it has resulted in fall in the production levels. Only 4 out of 1/4 of the business leaders feel that employee engagement needs to be done aggressively. People need to get more engaged with the work platform. And what is found is there is lack in terms of training for employee engagement. We need to change. So based on my past experiences, we have come out with certain areas that will help employee engagement. And we have seen this transition working in many places, whether it is a small, medium-sized organization or a large enterprise. More and more engagement has resulted in a very good productive environment. In fact, these are 5 of the key features which employee tends to exhibit. These are some of those 5 behaviors. First one is the motivation. An active employee who works in the organization and is hungry for more work. He is ready to take up any responsibility. There is a sense of purpose. There is a sense of belonging to the organization. These kind of motivated people align towards the organization objectives. The second type of behavior we see in people is awareness. Whether every employee is aware of the company's plans, company's objectives, the progress that the company is doing, the future plans of the company. So it is very key that every employee should be aware of the organization's path. Employees should also be aware of their own role and the responsibility. This will definitely give them an idea of their contribution towards the company growth. Third behavior is the content. Don't relax on your past achievement. History. That is history. Look forward to your plans, look forward to your organization objectives. So employees who are content with their current performance and always aim ahead are found to be contented in their entire approach. And they are one of the persons who exhibit one of these behaviors, that is content. Commitment. Committed employees, loyal employees, they act positively within their role. They act towards the growth of the company. They don't spread negativity, and they are always seen as a part of the organization growth. Whether it is an organization growth or a team's activity, they have always been seen as an active team member. And lastly, enthusiasm. One of the key ingredients of an engagement exercise. Every employee should be enthusiastic. So he may be an extrovert or maybe not exuberant as all, but he should be enthusiastic in taking up something new, enjoying his existing work, taking time out to dwell into newer areas or practice some new habits. All these helps us to remove negativity within the work environment. So basically, we are trying to say if an employee is truly engaged and demonstrate these 5 behaviors, keep engaging them, keep engaging these employees. Further on, what are the drivers of employee engagement? What I mean by drivers is what are the key factors which will allow us to drive the employee engagement across the enterprise? First and foremost is increase of your communication budget. That means you invest into technology, you invest into tools which will help you use technology for all communication. Second, fight misinformation. No false talks, no false or loose talks allowed in the organization. You need to be a single source of truth. Any information that comes from top needs to percolate down to an employee level. Digitization is a key thing for current workplace. Current environment needs to look at digitization, which is key to unified internal communication, whether it is internal communication, external communication. In this digital world, digitization towards the next workplace is a prime important thing. Lastly, content and communication plays a major role in terms of information dissemination, whether it is from top down or bottom top. information needs to pass on. Lastly, you need to measure the effectiveness of your communication so that you can choose the right tools for effective communication across the organization. And these things are very critical to create a positive employee experience and maintain an organization performance level. In terms of what we have implemented across in all enterprises, let us go and have a look. Firstly, we have implemented a process called as Social Connect. Now, what is Social Connect? It's a social collaboration platform which works on 3 C's: communicate, coordinate, and collaborate. You find anything that improves your connect, collaborate, and communicate features in an organization, that your platform. We don't talk of any tool as such, but we talk of a platform where all these things can seamlessly be passed. For example, sharing of media. If you find something on a social, pass it on to the network. People can actually enjoy that particular clipping, answer questions, get into discussions, open up forums. People actually tend to communicate more effectively in an unsocial way. Though it is a social connect, but in form of an unsocial connect, people tend to communicate more or collaborate more. Moving forward, moodometer. Now, every employee has a mood of the day. If you are able to come out with a mechanism where you can understand employees' mood for the day, you can devise various engagement activities. If you tend to see the mood being very somber or very serious, you try to add some light to it, add some more engagement techniques so that employees' mood during the day is upbeat. So all these help you in actually getting employees' feedback about the mood for the day. Frequently conducted surveys or polls help you gauge the employee mood or temperament during the meeting. In fact, I had implemented a survey module in a hospital in Pune, and we found that the survey module is one killer module where every employee was able to voice out his concerns during this pandemic. And the HR and admin team was able to reach out 30 to 40% of their queries in the first week itself. So the results were amazing. A survey or a poll actually did miracles in terms of employee engagement. Every employee in the organization was hooked on to that environment. So this is one method where you can solicit people to come out with queries and even suggestions. News and events. So we talked about information being disseminated across the organization. So you need to have a forum where any news, any events in the company needs to percolate to the ground level. Something like management reaching out to employees, CEO saying hi to employees on a regular basis. You know, the mood of the employee is upbeat in these cases. Any HR announcement, you directly put it on a forum so that every employee can access it. This will engage an employee. Any policy document, policy changes that you have brought upon, new introductions, put it on a forum where employee gets access to this. He does not feel cut off from the organization. He is privy to all information being shared by the company. Chatbots. Now, this is one new technology where all the latest Gen Z employees feel more comfortable. That is chatting with a humanoid, chatting with an sort of machine, which will answer the way you expect it to be. For example, you can have personalized conversation. Uh, like Hi Siri, how we've been using on iOS, or maybe any other platform where we see chatbot. Chatbot plays a very important role in engagement. If you have that in your platform, an employee gets a chatbot interface, you can have personalized conversations, you can have less human intervention, but there is a human touch to a chatbot. A user can raise many transactions, reflect their moods, question and answers, quick responses. Uh, Again, chatbot is available 24 by 7. Web crawling is a particular site where you want to check out. You can do a web crawling through your chatbot. You can get that information from the Google or any other sources. It could be a tutorials. Basically, you want to explain something to an employee, that could be put up as a tutorial on a chatbot. And employees can interact with these machines much better than a human intervention. Social recognition. We saw that 37% of the employees feel recognition is quite important in a workplace. If people are not being recognized, their work is not being recognized, their caliber is not being recognized, then you have dejected employees. How do you inbuild that kind of social recognition in an environment? Basically, some points are shared with all employees. These points can be shared across with employees, whether they are a part of a functional team or cross-functional team. Any good work done, any sort of Thanksgiving, you can share certain points with employees. Employees can collect these points. Maybe at the end of a year or 6 months, they can exchange it with certain gifts or vouchers, which the company can put up as a store. So basically, a point system which internally helps engage employees with each other. This also increases the communication between employees. In terms of performance appraisal, we've realized that performance appraisal is basically a ritual which you do at the end of every year. And the end of this ritual is typically an appraisal, or that is a performance appraisal, or maybe an increment. But what happens if you do an appraisal at the end of the year, throughout the year, that is 12 months, and an employee is unheard of? There is no mechanism to listen to an employee. If he needs any help, any counseling during the year, and there is no method. So, one introduction of a continuous feedback in a performance. So, we know in terms of feedback giving to the manager or HR. Let your performance appraisal also include a continuous feedback mechanism, so that on daily basis, on monthly basis, your targets are revisited, your objectives are revisited. You can talk to your seniors, your juniors, your peers, ask for any help. All that can be a part of the system if you have a continual feedback mechanism. And at the end of the year, you collate all these things, and you will find that employee is much in a better position to do his final appraisals rather than doing it on a cyclic basis. Mobile apps. Mobiles are here to stay. Every employee wakes up with a mobile phone or sleeps with a mobile phone. So it requires the environment to be mobile friendly. Environment is organization activities should be available on a mobile. Employees should feel connected to the organization at any point of time, whether it is marking of his attendance or filling of his timesheet. Let it be available on a mobile phone. Mobile phone primarily are available on platforms. Let it be a platform independent mobile device. So you can have all your employees connected to the organization at any point of time. Dashboards, data, any organizational data which you want to share with employee, let it be available through dashboard, whether he is an employee or a manager. A view of a dashboard will help him take quick decisions. Any data, if presented in a columnar format, does not give a result from the decision point of view, whereas the graphical output much better decision making capability. So increase data access, increase dashboard access to employees. So any data that you want employees to share, make it available on dashboard. Having developed and having implemented these areas, we also have a roadmap for futuristic people engagement. What are those? We have identified people care index. Now, people care index is a niche area that we are getting into in terms of developing some model for that or developing a practice for that. We're able to take real actions based on employee and manager interaction or HR and employee interaction. So we would maintain a knowledge base of employee interaction with all of them at every level so that necessary engagement activities can be taken place. Gamification is where employees can engage with employers from the application or from the environment perspective. So, for example, if I have to set up rewards and recognition, or I want to set up a benefit program, so I can interact with people. I can take their feedback and devise a program such that it will be beneficial for all employees. Apply these kind of gamification techniques in learning and that you give certain key areas training to your employees. Streamline your employee absence. You find a lot of people remaining absent in certain period of time. Try to work on that so that you control their absence and improve your productivity. So these are the areas which require basically intervention in terms of gamification. Lastly, alumni management, that is alumnus, people who have left the organization, your colleagues, they would like to keep in touch with the organization in terms of any data that they want to access from the system, any requirement from the HR or from the organization, people can reach out. So an employee is always an ambassador and ex-employee is always an ambassador. So any employee who leaves the organization can be in touch with the organization through a alumni management software. So these are some areas that we are working on. We are working on to get some best practices, to get some platforms made available within some products so that these areas also can help in employee engagement. So basically, this is all that we wanted to see. And for question and answers, if any, I can leave the platform open for all. In case you have questions pertaining to the areas that we've talked upon, any areas that you want us to look at, so we would, as a team, would definitely get back to you in any areas that we think could be of more interest for both of us.
Yeah, thank you, Rohit. Thank you very much for wonderful presentation. We are open for the Q&A now. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Ajit. Yes, Ajit.
Yes, yes. So we are open for the Q&A now. If anyone have any question, you can simply unmute yourself and you can ask the question. So there is one question by Ms. Neha Kapoor. Thanks, Rohit, for sharing the insights. Have a question on mood-o-meter. How to measure effectiveness considering every day question getting asked to employees, and how do you action on the same?
Okay. A simple question like, uh, how was your mood today? Good, bad, okay? Some simple questions will entice the employee to open up and tell his mood for the day. So basically, you need to actually filter the question to actually drilling down to what exactly the problem area is. So if the employee is consistently saying it is a bad mood during the day or for that day, you will be able to probe into that employee and his problem areas. So basically, a moodometer is one to gauge mood of the employee or a mood of a team or an organization, and you need to actually drill down to a particular level.
Yeah, there is one more question by Miss Neha. Miss Neha Swati, you can simply unmute yourself and you can ask the question directly.
Yeah. So, Rohit, actually, I wanted to understand your perspective in terms of employee experience because currently we are actually listening that employee engagement is a concept, but right now we have a new concept coming up as an employee experience. So, how do you see employee engagement and employee experience together, and how can we actually move from employee engagement to employee experience, because engagement will definitely play a role in creating
Exactly,
that experience. Yeah.
exactly. Employee engagement is an ongoing thing. In the sense, how do you better your employee engagement? By giving them a best or a wow experience. Basically, we are trying to say you engage an employee, keep giving him things that will better the experience. For example, once upon a time, appraisals used to be an annual activity. Like you have a midterm appraisal and then an annual appraisal. So that was the time where employee used to get once in a year window to actually cry out all his worries. But now, with the continual improvement method, we are actually going to an employee, giving him an experience that he can reach out to all at any point of time without waiting for the final appraisal. So basically, it is a continual thing. But employee experience is one that keeps changing, whereas employee engagement is an ongoing activity. Neha, I
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Rohit.
Thank you so much for sharing your insights. This is regarding the People Care Index that you have shared with us. Just wanted to
right.
know this is at what stage of implementation across the industry, and what are the kind of different kind of indices which we can see out of this particular survey.
Yeah, in fact, right now it is in a roadmap stage, even for us. It is more on a conceptualization. We have actually developed multiple tools to capture people and rather employee and employer engagement areas. So right now it is in a roadmap stage. Frankly speaking, I do not have any insight in terms of how the platform would be or how that engagement would be. But it is at a very nascent stage, I would like to say.
Sure, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions? Please unmute yourself and you can ask the question.
Hi Rohit, this is Suresh here.
Right. Yes,
Thank you for your insights, Rohit. It's really good. Few points input from my side. I think many of the large IT organizations are covering 80 to 85% of practices, in fact, whatever in fact which you indicated. What
right.
I am curious to know is, as almost our last 3 quarters when the employees are operating from home, this is something in fact new to the HR community. So from a digital engagement perspective, what is something new in fact which you suggest? Uh, what else in fact which you can actually in fact do? Because
Uh,
the way in fact which we are engaging in fact the employees, it's changed, right?
True,
It
true.
gone are the days in fact where in fact which we used to go to the floors and then connect in fact with the employees or direct communication with the employees changes. So what's your views, and what are the new things are coming to connect with the employees virtually?
Thanks, Suresh. A very profound question. Here, I would like to say that yes, we were not ready for this pandemic. We were not ready for the environment that we'll have to go through. But slowly and steadily, people who have already digitized or on the way of this digital transformation, they were able to adopt it quickly. So now today's new normal is work from home. So a concept which was earlier being toyed as something that we need to look at, today people are compelled to look at that as an alternative. So surveys or polls, that is one area which actually has hit the nail. A communication channel which was not available between an employee and HR, employee and management, today has opened up with surveys. And we have seen very good results using the survey module. Apart from the survey module, a social connect platform, a platform which gives a little freedom to an communicate unsocially. I may not say unsocially means putting up Facebook or music clips or anything, but working in an environment where a social norm can be included. For example, communication using a Facebook picture or image, that could be encouraged. And we have seen people work very effectively in this unsocial way of social connect. So these are two things which has been very keenly used in this. All others are run of the mill or business as usual. Your performance appraisals, your training, learning and development, and your e-learning cycles. Those are run of the mill. But this one actually has increased. Suresh, have I answered it?
Yeah. Rohit, thank you for that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi, Rohit. Rinku here. I have a question. The question is that employee engagement is about employees, and how do you get managers, to drive this? At times it falls onto the HR, which is always, I think, the pull and the push. Where how do we make employee engagement more driven by the manager, and probably the design by the HR, and supporting comes from HR? How do we make it?
See, the primary thing is even the manager is an employee. So basically, when it comes from top down, that is right from the organization level, a particular thing has to be implemented or particular process has to be practiced. If it has come from top to the bottom, there is quite a bit of acceptability for that particular area. If it is coming from the management, rightly as a manager or the HR say, the employee will put it into practice. The manager also, being an employee, can get it into the practice. The nitty-gritties of this, we'll have to work through some kind of a change management cycle and so on, and try to implement these things. Actually, Riku, a very good question. I haven't actually looked at this area in terms of acceptability, because a manager is also an employee, so he'll use it or he'll practice it, is what we think. But then, yes, there is a hierarchy. A good question, a good food for thought for me.
Yeah, I look forward to hearing more on it. Stays a challenge. Yeah.
Sure, Rinku. Sure, Rinku.
Hey, hi Rohit, this is Debashish. Can you hear me?
Yes, Debashish.
Yeah, so I have a specific question for one particular segment of employees, especially during the pandemic time. It is, as you know, it is already 9 months into the situation. Right. And more or less we are hiring, all companies are hiring has not stopped. Exactly. So selection process is taking place virtually, joining taking place virtually. People are joining and working from home. They have not met their managers, they have not met their colleagues face to face, they have not met their HR face to face. So it's a different situation. Do you have any specific suggestion for engaging these new joiners in the organization?
See, for a new joiner, especially when he's a fresher in any field, he has not seen the corporate world. For him, it is a shock. For example, 10 years back or 20 years back, when we were joining the company, we were welcomed by an HR. Today, the face of HR is not seen. So all the more necessary where we have to engage such employees to give them a good experience. For example, an employee joins or onboards virtually. He gets to see a monitor and a face, and they welcome him to the organization. All this can increase if you have some kind of a social connect where platforms can be built up. For example, functional groups, cross-functional groups. A new employee, a new joinee can be made like at home if you kind of include him in these groups. So right from day one, if he is a part of such kind of platforms, he gets engaged. He doesn't feel left out. So that there are very much chances that an employee has joined remotely or from a location which is not a metro city possibly. He may more feel dejected if he doesn't have a internet connectivity or not getting connected onto the network. So all the more necessary for us or the company to invest into technology so that it can reach out to the last mile. So employees can actually onboard digitally and you keep them engaged right from day one. So make them a part of your social connect programs, make them a part of functional, cross-functional groups. So all this can definitely help in the areas of remote onboardings. Is it okay, Debashish?
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the insights.
Sure, dear.
Any other questions? We'll wait for some more time. If you have a question, please unmute yourself or you can post the same in chat box. If there are no questions, then we are good to wrap up. Yeah, Rohit, any closing remark you would like to make?
Yeah, I would like to thank the participants. Thank you very much for taking time out and listening to me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Rohit. Thank you very much for the presentation. And also, I'd like to thank all the participants for making for this event. Also, if you still have any queries, questions, you can write to your Rohit. His email ID is already there on the screen. You can make a note of that and you can write to Rohit directly. Or you can also write to UBS Forums team and we will connect you to the concerned person. With this, thank you very much, everyone. Stay healthy, stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.